Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the Power of the Tribe. Welcome home to 20. Today, I have with me another inspirational leader. This one is in the area of getting people back on their feet and retraining. She is a tech-savvy educational leader and lifelong learner. With the Philadelphia Area Great Careers Group, she supports veterans and others with job searching and with changing careers. Co-author of What Color is Your Parachute? Her topic was applying for positions. This is going to be something that really, when we look into the new year and you're looking for resources, you will turn to Lynne and be able to access her PowerPoints and training. But today we just get to meet Lynne coming into this new year. Lynne Williams, welcome. It's nice to see you.
Thank you so much. I unfortunately can't take credit for being a co-author of What Color is Your Parachute, but I am a co-author with the author of What Color is Your Parachute in another book called Find Your Fit, A Practical Guide to Landing the Job You Love. There were 16 career coaches from around the country that participated in that, and I'm one of them.
You know, in a time when we're shifting, some of my speakers have talked about shifting leadership styles. Others have talked about just changing your approach in life. I love the practical application of what you're offering for the audience. Really, when you're looking to shift careers, here is the fundamentals of what can help you move forward. So I'm thrilled you're here today in the work that you're doing.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of LinkedIn. I think everybody should be on LinkedIn with over 660 million people on it worldwide. It is just a terrific platform for all of us to connect and get to know each other and share a lot of content and learn from one another.
Okay, so I was reading through, so you do have a fabulous LinkedIn training, correct?
I do lots of LinkedIn trainings. I actually teach about 13 hours worth of LinkedIn content.
Okay, good. So at a later date, when our audience gets to know you, maybe we can make this available or they connect with you so they can further put their best face forward on LinkedIn.
Sure.
All right, terrific.
Yeah.
Okay, so being an inspirational leader that is looking out to helping others, and at a time when often they're unsteady on their feet, that being able to help them in their careers and shifting and also being able to recalibrate is phenomenal. So Lynne, what is your secret to living life to the fullest with connecting to others and having some fun?
Oh, you always have to be connecting, networking. I believe it's an Olympic sport and I'm going for the gold. I just love meeting all the different people and building relationships with them. That's really my mojo right now and my, I guess, success factor is just keep connecting with people and building relationships.
All right, good. And when it comes to people that may be re-engaging, and then what we do is help women re-engage to build friendship, which is networking. When it comes to that corporate piece, what would be the if you could give someone one top tip as they slowly start to re-back engage, what would you say something that they can do?
As far as going back into the corporate world or from coming from or reinventing or
Just
what?
even just in the sense of networking and saying, okay, I'm going to start putting myself out there for a new career or even job searching. What's the first thing you would tell them to make that first step?
Well, there's some people that feel, oh my gosh, I'm too busy. I have a family to take care of. I don't have any time to network. Well, here's an important thing. You have to make time to network and you have to build those relationships. And it's not just offline, but it's also online. And therefore, that's why I'm a big proponent of LinkedIn. You have to start building your personal brand so that people know who you are, what you do, and you really have to build it based upon keywords so that people are able to find you. There's a lot of stay-at-home moms, and they're still trying to work while raising their families, and they can't get out and network quite as much, but somehow or another, they still have to be able to be found on LinkedIn. Somebody needs to know what type of services that they provide. So I'm a major proponent of, you know, networking on and offline and building a personal brand on LinkedIn also.
Okay, good. And then with the new year, maybe we can do something for the tribe of something more formal, what that would look like, and put you in the spotlight. Would you be willing to do that?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. So now let's talk about some of the biggest mistakes and things that you've seen people learn from job hunting, changing careers. What's one of the biggest mistakes people make?
Don't be a Debbie Downer. Don't have negativity. You need to always be positive and optimistic, no matter how dark and gloomy there are some things happening in your life. If you're having financial troubles or personal issues, you want to make sure that people want to hang out and be around you. So always keep a chin up and be positive.
And I guess that's sometimes hard to do because usually when people are searching for employment or experiencing change, that's usually a time of stress to begin with, right?
True. And I know another thing that might be making people scratch their head is when I say go out and volunteer. So when you should be trying to find a job or when you should be trying to make money, honestly, volunteering is truly an amazing segue that could potentially lead you to your next job because of the people that you meet along the way. They get to know you on a personal level. So don't put it past you to not be a go-giver. I mean, definitely pay it forward and be a go-giver and help out in some way, shape, or form.
Well, that is the way that your life is an example because you're looking outward to help others. So is that what you're also saying for?
Yes, when I'm able to help empower others, uh, I had no idea that it was going to come back to me in such a wonderful form. Basically, I found out that I am reaping what I'm sowing. So I put it out there to help others by doing trainings and workshops and whatnot. And I found that there's people that are in my audiences that wind up wanting to hire me because of my expertise. So it's a beautiful thing. I know not everybody can afford, um, to pay for individualized services, but for those that can, it keeps me going and allows me to keep paying it forward to everybody, especially those who can't pay. So it's a good model, but I had no idea that's how it was going to work out for me.
But again, you faced outward and then you received just by focusing on others, which is really a great shift. And what a great way to be going into the new decade and new year
There's
on that approach.
actually a book that inspired me. It was called The Go-Giver. So highly recommend that people read that. And then Adam Grant wrote a book called Give and Take. So definitely good inspirational books.
So you obviously help people, you support people when they're going through change. And you, how often do you come in contact with veterans that are looking to step back into employment? What does that look like?
Well, I partner with a local veterans group in the greater Philadelphia area where I'm at. And we run some 6-week courses so that they are very intense and can help redo resumes, practice elevator pitches, do LinkedIn profiles. So we can take all the military jargon and make it civilianized, and corporate ease, so to speak, so that people can understand what it is that the vets bring to the table in the way of leadership or supply chain or team ability and collaboration. So I also have vets that attend my workshops. It's not necessarily formal where it's just a vet event, but they might, commingle in our different workshops and networking groups. And that's especially important if they want to be in the corporate world. They have to mingle with the corporate people rather than just the veterans.
Well, what's interesting is that a lot of what you're saying is absolutely applicable to female entrepreneurs in their business. Branding, being able to adapt your language to who you're speaking, and just even putting your best face forward when it comes to LinkedIn and who you're appealing to. Those are all very adaptable skills for anyone that wants to move forward. Would you agree?
Well, yes, absolutely. Here's an interesting story. I think it was in early December, maybe it was late November. I was doing a presentation to a group of entrepreneurs, and I decided that I was going to give out a giveaway and give half an hour of my time out. And it was random, so somebody had to pick something, and it had the special number on it. And of course, the person in the audience, the only person in the audience that did not have a LinkedIn profile, is the one that won. And believe it or not, she said, "I'm a doula, and I never thought about using LinkedIn." And I'm like, wow, that's really cool. Let's invent you on LinkedIn as a doula. And you have your Facebook, you have your website and whatnot, and Instagram, but let's get you on LinkedIn with all the keywords. So I worked with her a half an hour, and in just a month, she's now got 130 some odd connections, and she's got her keywords explaining what it is that she does as a midwife and mindfulness and lactation consulting and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's just really cool. And the one thing that, and I'm hesitant to say, because the moment it comes out, they're going to change it. But right now, the organic search that you still and reach you get from LinkedIn is still there, unlike many of the other social media platforms that are paid by. So I agree. I'm a big fan of LinkedIn as well. And so tell us a little bit about that, because again, a lot of people, especially when we were talking about social media and where you need to put your face. Can you tell us a little bit about the reach and the benefit of the overlooked LinkedIn?
Well, if you look at the demographics of LinkedIn, the people that are on there typically make more money than not, than some of the other social media platforms, and they're very well educated. It is a business platform, and therefore people don't do stupid things typically, like they might on Facebook. And make some political commentary or whatever. It's strictly business. It's professional. So I just find it a much more pleasant platform to participate on, and I learn a lot from others. So I connect with a lot of what people might consider to be competitors. I call them colleagues. There's only so many hours in a day. And by me connecting with other career coaches and resume writers and LinkedIn profile writers, we learn from each other. And sometimes we engage in something called engagement pods, where you might have a group of 50 people and you help each other out. So if somebody publishes a new article, if you like or comment or share it, then it will blast out in your own personal network and help that person, share their content, with people that they wouldn't have otherwise reached. And then when it's your turn, then they turn around and do the same for you. So it's not about the competition, it's about the collegiality.
I love that. Again, we're coming back to working together and supporting each other and rising together, which is absolutely the basis of the power of the tribe. And that shift from competition and stepping on or over versus standing together.
Oh yeah, there's no I in team, and together we can achieve more. That's absolutely true. And it's funny with women. I don't know. I'm in some women's groups, and I also work with some women entrepreneurs, and it really is wonderfully amazing, how we can support each other and understand each other, and we just like to talk. So sometimes we just have girls' night out, where we just go out and talk, where it's not a learning or like a formal networking event, but we can help each other solve problems, and just make some new friends. So I really enjoy that.
And that's so funny. So when we talk about the power of the tribe, of course, we're talking about up-leveling female entrepreneurs' businesses or professional lives, but we're also talking about having fun and socializing. And friendship is not a piece of your life. It's the whole collective. So that's what the whole Welcome Home 2020 is, the analogy of the home. So I agree with you there, because we just get to have fun, and so many people are not that there's something left to be joyous. And so what do you do for fun? What do you do? What's your secret for fun and being joyous?
Well, I like to travel. I just got back from Montreal and Quebec City. And I go to Canada usually once or twice a year because I have relatives up there, and I'm a big Disney fan. So I bought myself an annual pass this year, and I'm just going to go see Mickey and Minnie Mouse quite a bit. So that's what I like to do for fun. And I like to read. I think I finished 2 full books, and I'm halfway through 2 other books over the past couple weeks. So reading is it's good.
Okay, good. So we are heading into, again, it's December 30th. We're about to celebrate a new year and a new decade. What's in store for Lynne this year? What's on the plate?
Oh, this is big. Lynn's made a very big commitment this year. I lost my ex-husband to leukemia in 2009, so I walked away from finishing my doctoral dissertation. So 2020, I decided, okay, I'm making this commitment. I got to finish this. So I signed up, and I start my ABD program in March, and I will be in that for about a year and a half. So I'm going to be a busy girl come March for a year and a half. I'm going to get that doctoral dissertation done so I can be Lynne Williams, EDD, Doctor of Education.
I love that. So then do you know what the area or title of your dissertation is going to be?
My dissertation that I had started several years ago, it was about social media in the classroom, but I'm no longer doing a K-12 classroom. I'm really enjoying working with adults. And so therefore, I think I'm going to do social media for job seekers, but I haven't quite defined that yet. I need to get into my classes and find out how they want us to go about, preparing for the dissertation. Every university is different. So I've got an open mind, but I definitely have a passion for social media, and I definitely have a passion for people that are job seekers. And when I say job seekers, a job seeker is not just looking for a W 2 job. A job seeker could be an entrepreneur looking for their next client. That is
Mhm.
also a job seeker. So, all about the social media.
I love that too, because some people to even begin with social media, and it's so crucial, as we said, just even with LinkedIn and putting yourself out there, and how to do that is so powerful for business. And then some people don't even know how to begin. Okay, so Lynn, you popped in to say hello, but will you come back and do something formal for our women, and maybe possibly put up some kind of free gifts where they can actually take advantage of some of your amazing trainings?
Absolutely. I have prepared a little mini training for the tribe on 7 tips for LinkedIn. And I'd love to go over that. And as part of that presentation, I do have a little giveaway with a bunch of goodies that are attached to that.
Okay, great. I love your generosity. So, okay, we get to do this. We get to do this. And so happy New Year. We will
Happy
be
New Year to
seeing you
you.
soon. And thank you for coming on, and welcome back from your travels. And okay, we to be continued.
Okay, sounds great. Looking forward to it.
Okay, thanks for all that you do, Lynn. And all right, we'll schedule something. The links will be here as well, everybody, for the free gifts that Lynn was referencing. And yes, we get to experience some of her amazing training. All right, happy New Year.
All right,
Thank
happy
you,
New Year
Lynn.
to you too. Take care.